All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're deconstructing an application from VietDak that's all about taking the guesswork out of sales and replacing it with pure, data-driven growth. We're going to see how it uses AI to turn sales from something that feels like an art into an actual science.
Forever, sales has kind of felt like this wild art form, right? You've got the traditional way on one side, running on gut feelings, data stuck in a million different places, and you're basically just reacting to problems as they pop up. But then, there's the data-driven way, where your decisions are actually based on insights. Everyone sees the same customer picture, and you start making moves before you have to. You become predictive. And that's the massive gap this app is designed to close.
So how do you even begin to get from that chaos to some kind of clarity? Well, it all starts with building a rock-solid data foundation. Before you can get any of those cool insights, you have to get your house in order. And that is exactly what this core data engine is for.
Think about it like this. The system basically standardizes the entire sales journey. It's like building the chassis of a high-performance car. Every single piece of information, from that very first lead to an opportunity that shows real interest, to the actual account and contact you build a relationship with, and finally, to the order and invoice where the money comes in, everything has a specific, standardized place to go. This structure, it is absolutely essential for everything else we're about to talk about.
Okay, so once all your data is clean and organized, you need a way to actually see it, right? And that's where the dashboard comes into play. It's all built on that old saying, what gets measured gets managed. It's about giving you a crystal clear picture of your performance by focusing on the metrics that really matter.
So the first set of metrics are what you'd call performance KPIs. These are like the vital signs for your sales team. We're talking about things like win rate, what percentage of our deals are we actually closing, or sales cycle length, how long does it take us from start to finish to get a deal done? These numbers answer that big, fundamental question, how are we really doing right now?
And this just shows you the power of seeing the data. A sales manager can glance at a simple chart like this one for team quota attainment, and in 1 second, they know exactly where things stand. No more digging through messy spreadsheets. It's fast, it's clear, and you can act on it immediately. 75% done, 25% to go. Got it.
But look, being a great sales organization isn't just about hitting today's numbers. It's about building for the future. And that's where growth KPIs are so important. These look beyond just new customers. They track how well you're expanding business with your existing customers, and, this is a big one, how well you're retaining that revenue over time. It all boils down to this. Are we just spinning our wheels, or are we building a business that's actually going to last and grow?
And to make sure that growth happens, you have to be able to look ahead. These pipeline and forecast KPIs are kind of like the business's crystal ball. They measure stuff like your pipeline coverage, like do we have enough potential deals in the works to hit our goal, or are we headed for a shortfall? This stops you from just guessing and makes sure the well of future business never runs dry.
Okay, so we've organized our data, we can see our performance, which is awesome. But now we get to the part that is really, really cool. This is where we give our data a genuine superpower, the predictive AI advantage. Just think about this for a second. Seriously, what if your system didn't just show you reports about what already happened, but it could actually tell you what your very next move should be to win? This is the huge leap from just looking at the past to actually shaping the future.
First up is AI-powered lead scoring. So instead of your team chasing every single potential customer with the same level of effort, the AI sifts through all the data to score and rank them. This means your team can focus all that precious time and energy on the leads that the data says are most likely to actually turn into customers. It's the definition of working smarter, not harder.
Next, we've got AI-powered sales forecasting. This completely changes the game. It takes a manager's best guess and replaces it with a razor-sharp prediction. The AI looks at everything. Past sales, how the pipeline is behaving, even things like seasonality, to tell you what your revenue is going to be with an accuracy that was just impossible before. This helps everybody in the business, from finance to operations. And for your individual salespeople, this is a total game changer. Next best action is like having an expert co-pilot sitting next to you on every single deal. The AI looks at the situation and literally suggests the perfect next move. Should you call now? Should you send that case study? It's like having personalized coaching at scale for everyone.
And finally, the AI acts as your safety net. It is constantly watching all of your open deals, looking for any signs of trouble. Did the customer suddenly go quiet? Did your rep skip a critical step? It flags these at-risk deals super early, giving managers a chance to swoop in and help save the deal before it's gone for good. So when you pull all of these incredible pieces together, the
The data engine, the dashboards, and that predictive AI. What's the final result? What's the big payoff? It's about creating what you could call a truly autonomous sales organization.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material because it just nails it. This thing isn't just another app or a tool you check once in a while. It becomes the heart of the operation, a revenue command center where all the data flows and you can make critical decisions in real time with total confidence.
And that really brings us right back to where we started. Remember that chaos? The before state was all about clunky manual processes, relying on a few key people's experience, and growth that was kind of slow and steady. The after state, powered by this system, we're talking AI-driven decisions, a process that everyone follows, and growth that is truly scalable and optimized. It is a night and day transformation.
So I guess the final question this whole thing leaves us with is a really powerful one to think about. Is your sales team out there flying blind, just kind of hoping for the best and relying on gut feel? Or are they actually equipped with the tools to see what's coming and to do something about it?